What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at the Forest River Dealer Sneak Peek event showcasing 2025 model year RVs. Now this is an exclusive event for dealers, but they've allowed media to come out here and film some of their units to showcase to you all some of the changes that are taking place. If you hear some interesting whistling in the background, it's because we're relatively close to railroad tracks, actually a major hub, and that's what you're hearing, the rail cars moving around. But we're going to take a look at this brand new, all new Coachmen Brookstone and see what it's all about. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so as most of you all know, I've worked with Coachmen Brookstone, or at least collaborated with them for quite some time on our own personal Brookstone that we have, which is a 398 mid-bunk. Now, they've made a lot of changes and I'm not going to say necessarily huge improvements, but a lot of evolutionary improvements to the product since 2021 when we bought ours. But one of the big ones here is the new front cap. Now, I love the way the front cap looks. I love the LED lighting, but I'm kind of interested in knowing from an aerodynamics perspective if it's more aerodynamic than the model we have, because it certainly looks like it has a bit more of a flatter profile to it. That said, though, anytime you're hauling a big full profile fifth wheel, it's going to have kind of a wind dam up front. So just keep that in mind. But real quick, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this Brookstone is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 15,000 pounds. So it's actually lighter than I thought it would be. It's going to have a dry weight of 12,558 pounds. It's 41 feet 4 inches long, and it has a cargo capacity of 2,383 pounds. It also rides on 16-inch G-rated tires. So I'm really interested in seeing what they've done different since 2021, and if any of those differences equate to things that I would actually be interested in on our fifth wheel. So first of all, I know that they've switched to the new next generation of Lippert frames. So right here, this is the new Space Saver upper deck. So they have the Rhino box up front, and you can typically tell when an RV has moved to this upper deck because it's a different shape here, which means this will be compatible with other styles of fifth wheel pin boxes that have come out but only work with the Space Saver upper deck. LED lighting, it is prepped for a Furrion side view cameras and probably the rear view camera. It has the 6-point electric auto leveling on it as well. We're going to step inside of this 370 RLLO. I don't know if I've ever seen this floor plan before. I can already tell you I've never seen this floor plan before. I don't know if there's any power in here, so we'll see what it's like turning lights on. So far the switches don't work. Let me get out there and see if I can turn some lights on. That was easy enough. I just had to flip the battery connect switch on. And now we have lights inside. All right. So panning around slowly so you can have a good look at the interior. I am trying to slow down the movement through the RVs whenever I film, because I do get comments occasionally that I move the camera around too much and it makes people a little dizzy. So I'm trying to avoid that. But this is a really, really beautiful interior. Boy, they have come such a long way in terms of the overall interior design. Ooh, I just saw something up top that is a huge feature that I wasn't expecting to see. So this is the interior, rear living room floor plan. They've done a lot of really beautiful things in here. I love the light fixture, and it looks like there's 3 AC units in here, but check this one out. So that label right there says GE Profile, RVAC, plus heat pump. You heard that right. There's heat pumps on these AC units. That is really cool. Operates down to an outdoor temperature of 25 degrees, saves up to 39% propane usage. That is awesome, and that is something that a lot of people have been asking for in the industry for a long time. Very nice solid surface countertops. The island, I love the dark contrasting tones with the lighter cabinets. This is something that I asked them for when we designed our fifth wheel, but it was something that they weren't able to do at the time. But check this out. This is absolutely beautiful inside. They've done a phenomenal job. Over here you have your Furrion side-by-side refrigerator. You have a beautiful Greystone, I think, or GE Profile. GE Profile stove oven combination unit. Nice drop-in residential unit. It's a residential GE microwave as well. The cabinets just look absolutely gorgeous. Spot for a trash can right here. Still not offering soft closing cabinets, and I'm pretty sure they're probably not offering soft closing drawers either. Nope, but they close nice and soft though. They're not too bad. I love the wood tones though. Absolutely beautiful. And I do believe they still put this TV on a swing arm, which looks like they do. The tones here, dark to light, looks absolutely gorgeous. So they've removed the side balances, nice blackout shades. These cabinets aren't overly high, so it's a little easier to reach, only because you can see how the profile drops down right here in the back. You have a really nice looking sofa. Love the end tables. This is going to turn into a bed. Then you have your theater seating over here. On this side, I love the dinette. It blends in really well with the tones. I love the dark valances and how it kind of, again, contrasts with everything else. You have plenty of drawers over here. Great spot for your trash cans. Again, solid surface countertops, undermount stainless steel sink. The Brookstone is absolutely one of those RVs that balances upgrades with luxury and amenities and features. So for instance, heat pumps, things like that definitely cost more, but if you can save some cost by not putting slow closing drawers, slow closing cabinets, then it gives you more money to put into other areas. And it's all about compromising with RVs. Where do you compromise and say, I'm willing to pull a little bit back from this area, or I'm just not going to use an upgraded feature here, but I'm going to use it there. I love this little area right here. Great spot for a coffee maker, somewhere along here, anywhere really. You got some storage up there. I'm not sure really what you put up there, except maybe some decor items. Then you have some cabinetry down here. All right, working our way around. You have a really cool little sitting area right here along with coat hanger. So this is a great spot, shoe rack, area to get ready before you leave. More storage above. But check this area out. So this is like an entire utility room. This is gorgeous. So they have a huge sink right here, big utility sink, and I mean it is an absolutely massive sink. It looks like it's probably 20 inches wide, maybe like 16 inches depth, but as far as how deep the actual sink is, that is a huge utility sink. And then over here you have a desk. So this is definitely more of a couples coach, but they've given you a tremendous amount of flexibility and utility if you want to use this as kind of like a mobile office. And then behind you, you have your stackable Splendid washer and dryer. This is totally different. I've seen several RVs with like a multi-purpose room, but I've never seen one executed like this. Now, whether or not you love it, whether or not you hate it, I don't know. Leave a comment below, but it is definitely unique. And then you have some storage baskets down there as well. Fuses and breakers down here and a nice drawer. But this desk area is super functional. That is really nice. You know, there's a lot of folks who are moving into RVs from traditional housing, and this may be an answer for some people, right? To where you actually have the ability to treat it more like a one-bedroom home. Okay, stepping into the bathroom. Love the new tones. This is definitely different colors. They've moved to a plastic undermount sink. You have your medicine cabinet above. You have your two-piece shower. This is still the traditional shower. I kind of wish they would move to a one-piece shower, but this is an absolutely functional shower. From a cosmetic perspective, they save a lot of money. They're able to manage them more logistically this way, and they take up less room inside of the factory. So again, if this leads them to using better components somewhere else or more features that are more practical, then I'm not too against that. No slider bar. I still think they need to put a slide bar in their showers. And then in here, you have a spot to hang some towels. You have your porcelain foot flush toilet. Very nice. Then stepping into the front bedroom. King size bed. Again, I'm not a big fan of these nightstands that they put at the end because I don't like how they come over the bed. It'd be nice if they came off of the front, at least in my opinion. Lots of basket storage space. That's actually a very creative way of doing it. The only problem is if you have clothes and things there, you can't really conceal them or cover them up. So it would be nice if perhaps they gave you more baskets or even like a curtain system that would cover up some of that stuff. Then you have a good sized closet. And coming around this way, more clothes hangers over here, or at least more hooks on the wall. Another air conditioning unit in here. And the bed is nice and low. The mattress has some weight to it, so they're probably using a little bit nicer mattress. Plenty of storage underneath the bed also. Then on the wardrobe side, you got a lot of drawers here, as well as a flip up top. I can already tell because you see that crease right there. So a nice hidden storage place. And then a place to mount your TV. This is really cool. What do you guys think? On-demand hot water system. Drop a comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Let's hop outside real quick. So one update that my good friend Dave just shared with me about the lighting on here is that whenever you are at an RV park, these light strips are white if you have them turned on, and then you can see that the Brookstone logo is backlit. But whenever you're towing down the road, they switch to amber whenever they're connected to your vehicle, and they can actually operate as turn signals as well. That is really, really cool. Okay, so we already went over the fact that they have the new Space Saver upper deck. 30-pound propane cans on each side. You wouldn't be able to fit anything larger. Underneath here, very, very traditional to Brookstone. Coming around the side, a very, very white exterior package. Not a heck of a lot of graphics. There were a lot of folks who really wanted the graphics on the side of the RVs to be toned down. And you can see that they've done that. New Brookstone logo. Coming around over here, they're running Sterling G-rated tires, road armor suspension, heavy-duty shackle straps, greasable wet bolts, and reinforced shackle hangers. So the suspension setup and the wheel package is definitely a nice setup. You have twin awnings, both with LED light strips. Stepping around this way, all frameless windows. I do not know if they still offer dual pane windows as an option, but I definitely like them. LED rear lighting, LED lighting up top, and it is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. You do have a bumper, and you also have a hitch underneath it. That's something you typically don't see. Not rated for towing, but they're not mounting a hitch to the bumper. So the setup actually looks really nice. And it's a functional setup for carrying accessories while still maintaining a bumper that you can store your slinky hose in. But this thing's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Definitely drop a comment below. Sewer connections over here. You're going to have the outside of your on-demand Furrion water heater, your furnace, and on this side they've switched to a Nautilus panel. So before they kind of had their own setup here where they put it all together themselves, but now they actually have a Nautilus panel. So they also have their 2 tank handles right here to drain your tanks, and your low point drains down here. The only thing I don't see is the ability for you to install an aftermarket water filtration system like they had with the previous system, but there may be some means to do that I just can't see. They give you some access back here as well. I don't know if that's on a hinge. Yeah, it is. So you can at least get back to behind your water panel if you need to. But let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment. This is a really cool RV. I can definitely see the evolution. Like I said, you know, when it comes to improvements, they've made a lot of color changes, things like that, which are more cosmetic. They've definitely added some features and done some things differently. But overall, you know, I'm still a big fan of the Coachmen Brookstone product, and this is a really cool evolutionary change from the previous model, especially considering it has the new, stronger frame from Lippert. But drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.